Hello. Today I was looking around on printables and I found some 3D printable bookmarks. I wanted to show you how easy it is to take an image and then we can import that into Inkscape and then import it into Onshape afterwards. So let's take a screenshot of this right here. I'm going to do a screenshot of just this one right here. And I want white space on left and right of the left there. All right, perfect. I'm going to save this. And save it in a location. My downloads or something. All right, I saved that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Inkscape and open that and then import this image into Inkscape. All right, so give me a second. So now I have Inkscape open. Let me go over here to File, Open. I'm going to grab that image and click Enter. I just leave this the same. All right, so now we're going to go over here and look at this one right here. It's going to be Trace Bitmap. So what I want to do is I want to click on the black pixels. So something here black, and it automatically previews that. So it's tracing the bitmap. All right, so now I want to smooth these edges. I see a couple little dots here. So I will change the threshold here. We can see it's changing quite a bit there. And we want to get it totally dark. There we go. So I don't see any more small little speckled dots inside of here. That looks good to me. I'm going to apply that. Okay, I think it throws one on top of the other one, so I'm just going to actually click on this guy and delete that guy. I'm going to grab this one, which is super duper solid, and I'm going to save that one. So now File, Save As, and I'm going to save it as a AutoCAD desktop cutting plotter, so R14.dxf. Okay, keep the rest of it the same. Say okay, save, and just keep this the same. I will actually want unitless. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about inches, so I'm just going to keep it the same. I actually want to work in millimeters. All right, that should be exported. Let's get to Onshape now. Now we're in Onshape. Let's look Onshape here. We are using a free subscription. We're going to go create document, and we're going to call this bookmark. Okay. We are going to import a sketch onto the front so we can hide this guy. Let's left click on this. Let's left click on top, and we're going to hit Y, and we're going to click on our front view right here. Drag this over. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to go create a sketch on this front view. See it highlighted orange, click there. And now, once I did that, this new area right here, insert DXF or DWG. So those are AutoCAD files. I'll click on that and I will go to import. I'm going to import, and that is the Chrome .dxf file that I just created. Okay, open. And we'll give it a second. They're popped up right here. So I'm going to click that and I'm going to click this green check. And there it pops, okay? So now this is where I need to, let's double check my units. So I'm going to go over here to this little sandwich thing here, workspace units. I want to make sure this says millimeters for me. I want it approximately 50 millimeters wide. So I'm going to get back into Sketch. So double click on that guy. I'm going to now create a dimension, and that will scale the entire thing. So left to right. Cannot curve that. Okay, let's try it again. Left to right. Oh, cannot dimension this curve, so it thinks it's a curve. All right, so let's go with point. Or maybe that's a line. Nope, doesn't like curves. Okay, so let's go with, because this is broken up segments, I'm just going to go with this to that dot right there. There we go. And we're going to change this to 50 millimeters, so the whole thing should scale down. There we go. Let's click on my front, get it back into view. All right, see everything rescaled in proportion. So it kept all its proportions. Drag that down, and I'm just going to leave the top alone. Let's see what it really is. 152. That's fine. Because if I start scrunching this down, it rescales it again. So I'm just going to keep that. Green check. And now we got to do an extrusion. So let's, I'm going to rotate this, right mouse button to rotate that. I'm holding down the right mouse button. I'm going to go over here to extrude. Grab that extrude. And we're going to extrude a solid new. And we're going to do it, let's see, this bookmark. Let's put it about 2 millimeters. We don't want it too thick. And we're going to click on this area right here. Okay, it starts growing. There we are. Green check. Let's hit front. Right over here. All right, back to front. Let's look at that. Looks great. I like it. Now I would like to show how to make some modifications to this and, you know, put in your own text or something. So let's go about and erase a few of these. To do that, I'm going to go into my sketch, double click on that guy, and now we can choose like this line right here. Might be a couple lines, so I'm going to click right here on this outside. I'm going to right click on that. So then I'm going to choose select tangent connected edges, and it selects everything around there. So that guy, let's see if I can. Okay, it lets me do that. Clicking, okay. Green check. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go delete. All right, it only deleted those two things I checked. So let's undo that, Control Z. Let's do the original way that I did was left click, right click, select tangent connected. Same thing with this, left click, right click, tangents connected, tangent connected. There we are. So now we can hit delete, DEL. Okay, gets rid of those. And now we can put in, you know, our, what do we want? Green check. All right, so now we got that. Now we can replace our, you know, whatever we want inside of there. Maybe our name or, all right, so let's place a sketch on this surface right here. And then we're going to go over here to text. We're going to create a text box within the area. Let me click on front real quick, get us to sized properly, and I'm going to put it right here. I don't want it to stick anything right there, and I'm going to put in bookmark. Okay, we can change our font to whatever we want. Green check should pop up. Okay, and then we can grab this and we can slide it around. Perfect. All right, make sure it's, you know, roughly centered. Okay, looks pretty good to me. And green check. So now we're going to go over here to extrude, and we're going to click on each individual highlighted area. When it highlights in yellow, that's when it's highlighting the proper one right there. Notice I misclicked there. Be careful with doing that. So we want to try that again. So click there. See, it's getting what I want. Make sure you don't click there. Click here. See, each one's highlighting gray as I do this. That means it will be extruded properly. Okay, and now I'm going to go over here to solid, remove, and we're going to cut through the bookmark. We know the bookmark's 2 millimeters. And it's going to merge with part 1, which is already there. You can hit green check. And there's our bookmark. I don't like that actually, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go back to that sketch. I'm going to pull this guy down just a tiny bit. There we are, green check. And that will automatically fix it for us. All right. And there we are. Thanks for watching. Bye.